Welcome back to it. We're bubbling with Iowa for his birthday today, and we're taking it back, which is actually appropriate. We are talking San Fernando Arts Council giving us a journey to legacy as they celebrate 55 years of greatness, better known as SANFEST. This morning, we are joined by some of the winners of SANFEST, as it has grown exponentially from a festival for the arts and performing amongst youngsters to now hosting pageants to have them express themselves even greater. And this morning, Deron Attzs, the Vice Chairman of the San Fernando San Fernando Arts Council, joins us to give us a bit of insight. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so very much for having us on the program this morning. So now we have Mr. SANFEST, Miss SANFEST, and Miss Young Star, SANFEST, who is here, and also we have a Young Star Mister as well in the SANFEST, but they all representing the talent and also their schools.
Now, SANFEST, as I remember it, and I have to go back every time, was primarily a competition or a festival where we'd compete against other schools in terms of the arts. Singing, drama, a little bit of performance in between, but now it has evolved quite a bit. So bring us up to speed onto, apart from these parts of the competition, the separation, the days, and the calendar, if you will, of events.
Right, well, exactly. So what we've done is actually to do some deep digging and actually unearth it from its tradition of 55 years to bring it a little more from an analog stage to a little modern stage. The children still actually are competing to different schools. Application is still open now with regards to schools. And there's visual arts, performing arts, there is singing, dancing, performing arts is still there inside of the component. And they will be competing in different schools in terms of what we've done is we've given the different components titles and they represent the titles. So they have much more work to do, not just win it and then that's it. So they have work to do in terms of the year because we believe that sometimes the product tends to go dormant after the festival and then there's no relevance about it. So the students actually have work to do for the year in terms of promoting and also doing more activities regards to that. And they'll talk more about what they've been doing.
Well, let's talk to them because I'm thinking here, Java, you're supposed to be relaxing. You're talking about they have more work and these are the winners for the 2024 title. Correct. So that they will be passing on their crowns and tiaras to someone else.
Yeah, well, yes? Not this young lady. She still has next year to do.
Okay.
She has her longer reign with hers. She just won this year on May 10th.
So give me a little context as to, I am of course, obviously it is gender specific and age specific, but what are the other criteria that help us determine Miss Youth Star to begin with?
Miss Young Star?
Rather, yes.
Miss Young Star, well, they compete in terms of primarily it's talent. They judge your talent performance, and that is what gets them into the finals and also to the position in terms of the title holder. So they're competing with different schools. Schools apply through the competition, and also they have judges. Judges feel the competition. They look at the judge. They look at the performances from the different schools and see who gets into the finals. And it's really a talent to the finals to get it to the winner, and that's really what took place with regards to this Young Star. It was a lot of talent in terms of 34 talents in the semi-finals that made it, and then it was down to 20 finalists who were talented, and we cut it down, and she was elected in terms of the winner for the female side of it with regards to Miss Young Star, and Mr. Young Star, Javier Top, he also won in terms of the male. He came from Optimum Primary School.
Then let's talk to Xynai Rameshwar, the actual Young Star, with us this morning. It is a pleasure to have you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But as much as we've heard that it was a big number that we brought down to you being the winner, could you describe what it felt like when you won that title?
I felt a little scared before.
Really?
Because I didn't know if I was going to win. But I'm happy that I won, and I'm glad as well.
Now, in terms of the preparation and the work for it, there would have been, I imagine, teachers, parents, a lot of people helping you along the way. But is this something that you've always wanted to do and perhaps will continue to do in terms of performing specifically?
Yes.
Absolutely. I love the energy. I know now you're not frightened anymore, but what do you have to do for the rest of your reign? What will you be expected to do, rather? Are you aware?
No.
Well, Deron can tell me a little bit more. So pass the mic back to him. What will her year look like?
Definitely. Well, our year will look like in terms of performances. We are actually wanting them to be much more visible throughout the year. So there are some projects coming forward that we will be discussing with the school in terms of their being involvement, in terms of like there's some events that I don't want to call the name of it yet. Have to discuss
Make
that
sure
with
it has
them.
to be confirmed, right?
So, and she won in terms of dance. I want to indicate that her performance in terms of dance, she did a folk dance and a beautiful dance performing the song with Ella Andel. And I think, as I said, to me, it was like energy. And the judges remembered her from the semifinals, and they felt like her energy just went 10 times higher in the finals.
So we're ready for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That's great to hear that there will be more visibility and more. Sorry, remind me of the school that she represents, though.
Sacred Hearts, yeah.
Sacred Heart Girls Roman Catholic School.
Oh, full school. All right, Talia. Thank you very much. But speaking of energy, Marcus was giving me some energy as well. Mr. SANFEST, Marcus McDonald, is also on set with us. And I know it's a different experience of obviously being secondary school students. But tell me a little bit as to what got you into what technically is pageantry, a competition that we really don't really see too many males in. So what was the inspiration? What was the push to become Mr. SANFEST?
Well, that is quite the question, considering that I've been here for a while in SANFEST. I've been here since, let's say, at least standard 1.
Oh, we have a little trouble with the mic, so I'm going to ask you to switch. Yes?
So you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I have been around SANFEST since like standard 1, and being a part of this competition has always been my dream. I've always.
Oh, we still getting mic troubles? All right, so we're getting it rectified. But in that case, you being in the SANFEST space since primary school is a logical thought. It was just almost organic then.
It was natural. It was only natural to become a part of this, because I remember that I wasn't able to enter the year before when I was eligible to be a part of Miss and Miss SANFEST. And when it came back around finally, I just said that it was my time. I definitely just had to join the competition. And I mean, look at where we are now.
I like that energy too. And if you were to give any advice to anybody who is aspiring towards those sorts of endeavors, what would be your top 3 rules?
My top 3 rules? Okay, so number 1, go with God.
Ooh.
Always remember that God is there, and to talk to him, speak to him, let him guide you. Never go alone. And number 2, be prepared. Make sure that everything that you have for this competition, it is done and dusted and ready to put on a stage and beautiful and amazing. Everything, just you make sure and have your performance amazing and perform to the best of your ability. And number 3, have fun.
Okay.
Always have fun.
I can take that.
Yeah.
Marcus, now in terms of passing things on, or, passing on the title and that sort, what will the involvement be like for the person passing on to the next title holder, Deron? Give us a little insight as to what that looks like for them.
Well, it's the same thing. Again, they will be competing. Schools, the applications is out right now for Mr. and Miss SANFEST. Going on right now. Actually, it's online, so you can follow us on our Facebook page, the San Fernando Arts Council, or contact us at 713-4100. For secondary school students, ages 14 to 19 years of age, can apply in terms of any form of talent, in terms of that. And the deadline closes on the 31st of this month. Following that, we go straight into the judging. The judges will select who are the semi-finalists, and that will be announced. They go through a mentorship program, and then it will be announced in preparation for the process for 2024 and 2025 in electing the winner in terms of that. And they'll talk more about the components where they took part in for it.
Well, this is what I want to get from Elizabeth to wrap things up, because we have Miss SANFEST, and I imagine the title is heavy, so that the expectations, the things that you did to prepare, the things you will have to do, I want to hear a little bit about that from your end.
Well,
You need to hold that mic closer.
Well, so it begins with a debate. After finding the finalists, they will have 20 finalists, and they have a debate. Our debate was in City Hall, yes, in front of the mayor and the other
Council members, yeah.
council members, and we will be selecting the 20. We selected the 20
Oh,
topics
pressure.
for them to debate on. We had a lot of fun selecting them, so we can't wait to see what those finalists come up with. In terms of preparing the debate, it's more like a public speech.
Right.
So what I would recommend in preparation for that is do it as though you were writing an English essay on agreement or disagreement on the topic,
Right.
rather than I banter this or banter that. Yeah, and make it interesting. Because once you get the audience to agree with you or nod their head, or you see the audience having a connection with the person speaking, that's half the battle.
Boy, Elizabeth has formulas. I like
What
it.
can I say? After the debate, then we go into the finals competition. So on the night, we have talent.
Right.
When you have to give your all. Darren was always telling us, hey, perform like you never performed before. And that's what we did. We performed like... It was really good. It was really amazing.
I like this energy, but it means that whoever is coming next has a lot to work on, because things are heating up already. As you said, they're going straight until the 31st in terms of closing off auditions. So if you guys want to hear more about it, be a part of SANFEST, or become one of the title holders that we are joined with this morning, you guys can check them out on Facebook and Instagram. You're looking for the San Fernando Arts Council to get more information. But this morning, I have to wrap things up for now and say thank you. Best of luck to each of you. And hopefully when we check in next, 55 more years of greatness and legacy will be had. Guys, they're going to need a rest before that happens. And we will take a break too. So stick around. The morning show continues after these messages.
Make money, don't mind the family.